Good morning, welcome to a rainy day 75 of my Munros challenge. So today I'm walking route number 92, which is Beinn Eunaich, Hill of the Shell, and Beinn Eunaich, which is the Fowling Hill. Very rainy day. I'll pan round, show you where we're heading. It's a bit gloomy up there. There you go. Parked in a little lay-by on the roadside. Yeah, it's a very gloomy day. You can see the Land Rover track skirting the edge of the hillside. I believe that's us. Hello there. Hello. Some more Highland cattle to contend with. Hopefully there's no young uns in there. I do get skitty. Yeah, this Land Rover track rises quite quickly. It helps you make progress at a good rate. Fortunately there's not a lot to see. Wow, that does look steep. That's the return path. This is where the cairn meets the Land Rover track that we're on now. So I'll be coming back down there later this afternoon. I think I'm glad I'm coming down it, I'm not going up it. We're going to continue up this track for a bit longer. There you go, you can see the track racking round the other side of the mountain. I'm going to continue on this track for a bit longer yet. So there's a fork in the track here. I'm going to take the right fork for a little bit before I turn off it and head up here. Looks very steep. So here we are, here's the cairn in the track. We're going to head straight up here. Oh joy. So it's quite a steep path, very squelchy, but I'm not surprised with all this rain, and quite well walked, so it's quite obvious at the minute. Really this it's been going for probably half an hour, 45 minutes, steady away really, and eventually I'm going to meet up with a path where I hang left to aim for the summit. But the same path will take me across to the Beinn Eunaich and the next Munros. So I'm expecting to see a junction. So here's the cairn I was talking about. So that's the path up to Beinn Eunaich. And we'll go up there, retrace our steps back to said cairn, and then we'll head down to the Beinn Eunaich that way. It looks like I'm missing out on quite a nice ridge walk. What a shame. Wow, Beinn Eunaich. Oh my gosh. What a shame. Imagine it could be glorious up here. Right, I'm hanging about. We're going to retrace our steps back to that cairn, then we'll drop down to the Beinn Eunaich. So we're back at the cairn and the crossroads, and straight across, head to the Beinn Eunaich. So I'm in the Beinn Eunaich, about to go up the other side of Beinn Eunaich. And I've just scanned round and you can just skirt out the steep sides of it over there. You can just about make out the path heading up the shoulder. The top's up there in the cloud. So the path steepens up now. Now I get into this rocky section. Beinn Eunaich, here we are at the top. Wow, that took some doing. So we've gone straight over the top and I'm following the shoulder down. So there's a decent path going straight over the top. It's following the shoulder, and eventually it'll loop round and join the Land Rover track. Quite steeply looking at the contours. Yes, I can confirm it's very steep, very loose rock. So it's you've got to be careful going down here. I'm just looking up how steep this bank is that I've just come down. It's absolutely horrendous. It's just getting to the path now. It's easing off a bit as we get to the Land Rover track, thank goodness. Well, that was definitely as steep as it looks. Right, so we're on this Land Rover track now, all the way back to the car. Hi, welcome to a very wet day 75 of my Munros challenge. So today I walked route number 92. It's Thursday the 5th of May. I parked on the roadside on a tiny road at the end of Loch Awe, running right back around the other side of the golf course. So pretty much it's very tight pulling, by the way. There's only room for maybe 3 cars, so you need to be there early. This route follows a Land Rover track quite steadily up the glen, up to around about 400 metre contour. There's a couple of forks in the track, so you need to make sure you keep on the correct track. And around about 400 metres there's a cairn and a left turn, and the climb then starts in earnest. A very well trodden path up Beinn Eunaich. In fact, it rises 500 metres, this path. I did seem to be on it quite a while, because I think it tops out at 900 metres on the ridge. Now I'm assuming it's a ridge walk. It looks ridge-ish in the cloud, and the contours suggest it might be an angular top. So then you walk all the way up to the top, which feels pretty flattish really, but you are obviously rising ever so slightly until you get to the trig point. I feel like I've missed out here because it's been raining all day and there's very, very little views. So from Beinn Eunaich you turn back, you go back to the cairn, and then you drop down to the Beinn Eunaich. Now it's quite a drop. I think the Beinn Eunaich down at 728 metres, and then you got another climb, and this climb is probably steeper than the previous one. It wraps up the side of the Munros and becomes quite stiff and rocky towards the top. So when you do get to the top, you're kind of pleased. It was just it was such a shame about the weather, because I would imagine the views from here would have been spectacular. I didn't hang around, as I say, I was soaked, so I pretty much followed a path, a lovely path, all the way down the shoulder. You probably drop for nearly 500 metres, say, but on a really steady grassy path, all the way down, really steady, comfortable gradient. And then all of a sudden the path steepens and there's a 200 metre almost vertical drop back to the Land Rover track. Very, very loose, rocky, slippy path, and it doesn't help when it's raining sideways. Anyway, I got back to the Land Rover track there which we were on earlier, and followed it all the way back to the car. It was a short day, 5.5 hours. It's 9 miles, and there's 3,984 feet of ascent. So a fair bit of climbing in that short distance. It's a shame I didn't get to see any views.